Why banks are collapsing. Over the past week, two major U.S. banks have collapsed: Signature Bank and the Bank of Silicon Valley. If you have been paying attention, you will notice that these world leaders are planning to shut down the world's economy, which is one of the many agendas that have to do with the Great Reset. One of the agendas is they want to reset the world, like kill off 80% of the world population. Their excuse is that the world is overpopulated, but we all know that the world is not overpopulated. Another agenda is that they also want to reset the world's economy. All these countries in the world in debt, well, they want to wipe the debt out and start all the economies and reset them back to zero. But in order to do that, the dollar has to lose its value. Inflation makes the dollar and money lose more value. Meaning that once the dollar collapses, your money will mean nothing, no matter how much of it you have. That makes you wonder. All these years, people have been killing, robbing, exploiting each other for money. And money is about to be obsolete. Meaning a lot of people will starve and the world will go into shock and total chaos because we can't get the things that we used to be able to buy with money, like food, clothes, shelter, etc. And then the same people who did this to the economy and did this to the world, totally destroyed the world, will come and save us with the CBDC, centralized banking digital currency. A digital currency. Your money will no longer be your property. It will no longer belong to you. But it will belong to your government so that they can track what you do with your money. And with the use of carbon footprints, they can tell you when you can use your money and where you can use your money.
Stay tuned. We don't have it operational yet, but this is something that we're working on.
In 2018, the United Nations released an urgent report emphasizing the need to cut carbon emissions in half by 2030 in order to avoid an irreversible climate crisis. The average consumer in Sweden causes around 10 tons of carbon emissions each year, of which 60% is linked to consumption. Later in 2018, Doconomy, a Swedish fintech, took on the challenge and launched Do, a mobile banking service for everyday climate action. The Do app is connected to a credit card that enables users to track and measure their carbon footprint from each purchase and to compensate for its impact day by day. This spring, Doconomy took its fight against climate change one step further by adding a premium credit card to its offer. But instead of introducing a premium credit card with the typical benefits that encourages further mass consumption, Doconomy did the opposite by launching Do Black, the world's first credit card with a carbon limit. Simply put, it's the first credit card ever to stop you from overspending. Not based on your available funds, but rather on the levels of CO2 emissions caused by your consumption. Do Black helps you track your climate impact and ensures that you reduce it by 50% in line with the UN 2030 recommendation.
The core purpose of Do Black is not only the ability to measure the impact of your consumption, but also bringing it to a direct halt, making it a radical tool against climate change.
And then they can throw your ass in a smart city. In this new world, after the Great Reset, you will own nothing and you will be happy. You will have an electric car, they will control that. government-owned property. You no longer own your home. You don't have your digital money, a chip in your head. You will be totally controlled. There will be a one world banking system. Thanks for watching. This is Suna Bay, the Messiah, trying to warn the people. Remember, it's very important to do your research and don't be so easily distracted, because the devil is calling around looking for someone to devour.